Hi there, thank you very much for watching this video. So today is the 24th of September 2024. So in this video, I'll be demonstrating how we can use Google Sheets to create a very useful to-do list or a work list that will help us become more efficient in the way we work. So if we point the browser at www.google.com, then we get to the normal Google search engine, and we can do this on any other browser. We don't have to be using Chrome in order to access Google Sheets. For example, it says on the official support website that we can use Chrome, Firefox, and Windows only, Microsoft Edge, and on Mac only, Safari, in order to access or use Google Drive, Docs, Sheets, Slides, Vids, and Forms. We just need to be using the two most recent versions of these browsers. However, we do need to be logged into Google, and so for that we can just easily create a free Gmail account and log in using that email address. And so once we're at the www.google.com, then if we look on the top right of the web page, then we'll see these 9 squares here. And so if we click on these 9 squares, then these shows us the other applications that are provided by Google for free, such as, for example, Google Maps, YouTube, Gemini, News, Gmail, Meet, Chat, Contacts, Drive. And amongst these we have Finance, Docs, Sheets, Slides, Books, Blogger, and more. So as regards Sheets, this is Google's equivalent of the Excel spreadsheet. And as well as that, we've got Google Docs here, which is like similar to Microsoft Word. And if we need to look at what else is available from Google, then we click on this button here, which says More from Google, and we can just browse all products. And so if, for example, we're looking to do, let's say, drawings, then we have this Google Drawings here. As well as that, we've got Google Slides, which is similar to the Microsoft PowerPoint. So here we're interested in using Google Sheets, so we can access Google Sheets from within this option here, or we can just go back to this the 9 squares on the top right of the web page, and we can click on Sheets here. But what I'd like to do is that I'd like to use it as part of Google Drive. So this is another product that's provided free from Google, whereby we can just have some space on the cloud that we can just upload files to and share. So we've got 15 gigabytes that we can use for free. So once we've clicked on Google Drive and we get to this dashboard, then we can just create a new Google Sheet here by clicking on the new button on the top left and selecting Google Sheets. And if, for example, we should create other documents such as Google Slides or Google Docs, they are available as well. But for now, I'll just be selecting Google Sheets. So here is my brand new Google Sheet. And so what I'll do is that I'll just call this my to-do work list. Like that. So when I'm creating a to-do list, what I do normally is that I'll just make a list of the things to do. For example, I might need to send email to customer A and send another email to customer B. I might also, for example, want to buy some coffee, and I might need to send out mail shots for marketing event. So here are a list of things that I'll need to do over the coming week. I'll need to, as well as buying some coffee, I need to send out mail shots for the marketing event, publish blog on marketing event, publish weekly newsletter, answer customer emails, send out product samples, deliver products to customer C, and deliver product to customer D. And if I wish to have these lines wrapping round rather than extending into the next column, I'll just select the column A like that, and I just click on Format and select Wrapping and select Wrap like that so that it doesn't overflow. And what I can do is that I can just insert an extra column above so that that acts as the header for each column. So for that, I just click on Insert and then Rows, and then insert one row above, and then I can call this column the task column, and then for the next column after that I can let's say add more details to that and call this the details column. And so for example, if I need to add additional details, then I can insert them inside this column here, which is the details column. And if I were to make sure that all the lines are aligned at the top so that they're all at the same level, I can select everything by just clicking on this rectangle here on the top left like that, and I can click on format again and then select alignment and then select top so that all the lines are aligned on the same level. And I think that gives a slightly tidier look. So when we're doing a to-do list, what I find very useful is that we need to have a target date of completion or a required by date. So I think that is a key um, information that we need to be aware of, that if we have deadlines, then we need to make sure that we are aware of what the deadlines are for each task. So I'll just add that to the far left like that. And I call it required by like that. And I'll just add in the dates. And as well as that, so that I can keep track of how much time I spend on each task and when each task is completed, then I find it useful to have a column for the started date or date started, which I'll just call started, and a column for the date completed to indicate that the task has actually been completed. And so now we have this to-do list with the required by dates on the far left. So what I can do is I can sort them. So if I click on this cell here on the top left and then select data and then select sort range and then advanced range sorting. If I click data has header row, and so I can select sort by required by date, and I just click on sort. So now all the rows are now sorted by the required by date, so that we know which are the tasks that are required earlier, so that we can start them earlier and complete them earlier so that they are done by their appropriate dates. So as regards this task here, which is to send email to customer A, what I can do, I can say that I've started that already. So I can put the date I started, which was today. So today is 24th of September 2024, like that. And because let's say I've just completed that, I can say that that's now been completed, and I can put that into the completed column as well. However, at this stage, if we have a task that has been completed, then we don't want that to show at the very top row, because that is the least important, because we need to get on with the next task that is pressing. So we don't want the completed tasks to be showing at the top of the list. So what we can do is we can sort it so that anything that's completed appears at the bottom of the list. But if we do that, like for example, if we click on all rows and then click on data and then click on sort range and then select advanced, and then we say we required by completed and we want to sort by reverse order Z to A, it's still at the top. And if we do the opposite, we select sort by A to Z, for example, it doesn't make any difference. So what we need to do in this situation is that we need to just make sure that we've got zeros in every row for the completed column, like that. And once we've got that, then we can just select all the rows and we just click on data and then we click on sort range and then select advanced range sorting options and then click on data has header row and then select completed and then click on sort. So now this has placed the completed tasks at the bottom of the list, and so now we can just focus on the next one that is next in line that needs to be done in order of the required by date. And so now if we wish to keep track on how efficient we are, then we can keep track of the number of days it has taken for each task. So for example, for the one that we've just completed, we can just add in a formula by just typing in equal and then typing in date diff for the date diff formula. And then for this, it tells us that if we wish to calculate the number of days it's taken, then we need to just first of all specify the start date, which is this one here, which is D11. So we just type in D11 and the end date, which is E11, like that, and then unit. So we want days, so we just specify D for days like that, and then we just type in the close bracket like that. And so this tells us that this has taken 0 days to complete. So we can just add in a header there and call it days taken, like that. And so similarly, if we move on to the next task, which is send emails to customer B. So for example, let's say we started this 2 days ago on 22nd of September, like that. And that was completed just today, with 24th of September, like that. So we can just click on this cell here, which is F11 with the formula in it, and we just Control C to copy, and then click on the F2 for this row here for this task, and then Control V to paste. So now this tells us that it's taken us 2 days. So that is rather inefficient, or has taken longer than expected compared to the one that we just completed for customer A. And once again, to just move this to the bottom, we just click on the top left cell here to select all rows, click on data, and then click on sort range, advanced range sorting, and then click on data has header row, click by completed. We can add in another sort column, which is the required by date, because we need to keep these dates in order by the required by date as well as the completed date. And we just click on sort, and so now we have the completed tasks at the bottom once again. And so now if we have a telephone call and then we have a new customer that has placed a new order for the product, then what we can do is that we can just add in the task here by just clicking on, let's say, any row and then selecting insert and then row and then insert one row above, and then we can say something like send product to customer E, like that, and this needs to arrive, let's say, by next week. So we can say that this task needs to be completed in the next couple of days. We can say that today is 24th, so it needs to be done by the 26th of September 2024, and then we can just make sure that all these tasks are correctly sorted by the date by just clicking on this cell on the top left and then clicking on data and then clicking on range, advanced range sorting options, and then data has header row and then required by. And so now this task is now at the very top because it's the one that needs to be done first, as it is required by within the next couple of days, whereas the one after that is required within the next 3 days. But now we have an issue because now we have the completed tasks showing within the actual tasks that still need to be done, because they should be at the bottom. So what we need to do now is that for that new task, we need to make sure that that has a 0 in the completed column, and we just now need to resort everything again by just clicking on the cell on the top left, and then data, and then sort range, and then advanced range sorting options. And then we need to just make sure that as regards the sort by, we sort first by the completed column, like that, and then we add another sort row, which is the required by date, and then click on sort. Now everything is now back to where it was before, with the completed tasks at the bottom and the most urgent tasks at the top. And that's about it for now. This video demonstrated how we can create a simple to-do work list using Google Sheets, which I think can make our work so much more efficient if we're not doing it already. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you found it useful and informative. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe. And until next time, look after yourself and have a nice day.